my prayer out to you, Evelyn. Thanks very much, Travis. That's really nice of you. And we have Helene. Oh, we've got a lot of people on tonight. Thanks very much for joining us. Okay, right. Tell me a little bit, sorry, about you now. I want to hear where you are, where you're from, and what do you do? Because you're very, very sensible.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm here in the United States, in California and Los Angeles.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful weather here today. The protests are still going on outside. Everyone's staying positive and standing up for what they believe in. I'm personally a student, so I'm in my last semester of college, but I also act and write and direct for film as well.
Wow. So tell me, what age are you? Because you look very, very young, but you're very experienced. I can see that.
Thanks. I like to think that I look young. I'm 24, going to be 25 next month.
Wow. Right. So already at 24, look what you've achieved already.
Oh,
that's amazing. That's brilliant. It really is. Well done. So you're writing. What are you writing about?
Oh, what am I writing about? Oh, well, I have different screenplays that I'm working on. So I have some short films and I have a feature film that I'm working on. And I love to, kind of like we were talking about earlier, finding the humor in darkness. So I like to take really serious topics that need to be explored, but then inserting, absurdism and humor into it to make it digestible. And because I don't want people to see my movies and feel traumatized, by these dark topics, but I want them to be able to have a better understanding and explore it and come up with better solutions. So I want it to be entertaining and fun, but also have a real message that people can take home.
Brilliant. That's good. And so what have you actually at the moment when you're writing, where are you publishing it at the moment, or just is it for companies or like for plays or anything like that at the moment, or what is it are you just trying to publish your work?
Well, for screenplays, it's for making a movie, and so I'll actually make the movie myself. There's been a couple times where I've sold my script to people, but for the most part, I enjoy casting it and directing it and like putting it together to life. If it's a smaller project, I'll put it on YouTube, but if it's something a little bigger, then I'll submit it to film festivals. And hopefully the more that I do, the bigger the projects get, and
that's fabulous.
I can get involved.
And are you acting in it as well? Like so you're acting in it, or just casting?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the project, but some of them I'll direct and some of them I'll act in. It depends on if I think, I'm a good person for the part, or if I think someone else would do a better job of that particular character. I go back and forth on acting and doing it.
That's brilliant. You're in the best place for it.
Yeah, always the place to be for film, for sure.
Yeah. And you're saying that things are things getting a bit better in California as far as like back to work with lockdown and everything? Is it starting to get better, or?
Yeah, so the restaurants you can get food from now, but it's usually to pick up and take out. Yeah, not everyone is back to work, but pretty much everyone. It's just there's still a lot of restrictions in place. So like big concerts and stuff where there would be hundreds or thousands of people, those are completely shut down. But like the film industry opened up on June 12th. And so people are be able to film together again. There's just a lot of restrictions in place. Like there has to be healthcare workers on site. You have to have your temperature checked. Everyone has to be spaced out. You can't have big crowd scenes anymore. Intimacy scenes are cut out. So there's a lot of different rules in place, but at least people are starting to get back to work.
Yeah, it's quite hard, isn't it? But at least, I just hope that maybe through time it just starts to get because for the creative world it's very difficult. You have to be quite intimate really in some of the action, especially action films, and I just keep wondering how is it going to all pan out. What are they going to do instead for that. But you know,
Yeah.
it's interesting. I suppose you're in front with it, so it's good to see other countries who are actually doing it right now, which is going to be. So what else are you doing just now? Are you writing at night time as well as? Where do you get all the time? Is my question, to do everything that you're doing.
Like, what do I do all day? Is
Yeah.
that the question? Okay. Well, you know, I'm on break right now between semesters. I will usually do like a part-time job during the day, like something that I'm enjoying to do right now is I
Yeah.
grocery shop for other people that it's not safe for them to grocery shop right now because of COVID.
Oh, that's great.
They might have kids at home or they might be elderly and thus more susceptible to disease. So I will grocery shop for them during the day, deliver it to them, and then I'll come home, I'll submit some self-tapes for my acting auditions,
Yeah.
and I'll write some scripts. And I'm working with this production company right now to help them create some films too, so I'll communicate with them a little bit and
Right.
just do some research to get to know different
Yeah.
topics that intrigue me.
So you're entrepreneurial as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So did you just start, like when this happened, did you just say, right, okay, did you start to leaflet or something to get people to get people on your list to go shopping for? How did you manage to do that business? Because that's an amazing idea.
Oh, it's have you ever heard of Instacart?
No.
Okay.
Instacart.
Yeah, so I don't do Instacart, but it's an app on your phone.
All
And
right.
so they are the ones that will get the customers for me, and then I just pick and choose which ones I want to shop for.
So Instacart as in CAR or Instacarts?
CART as in a shopping cart.
Instacart. Wow, that's a brilliant idea, isn't it? So I wonder if they'll have them here in Scotland.
Yeah,
Need to
maybe.
check it out. That would be a great job. I'll get my daughter that you've just met there to get enrolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is good pay? I mean, I enjoy the work that I'm doing. I meet nice
Yeah.
people. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good.
Fabulous. Yeah. And then just come back and then do the writing. So you must be very disciplined as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty disciplined.
I think this is really important at this time as well, just to be really disciplined and to try and sort of project manage your time, because if not, it's like your days can be just a bit confusing. And I'm finding that myself because I'm trying to do so much. You know, I'm doing property and then I'm doing my Herbalife. I do both. And then I like to go out and do a bit of outdoors things as well. So I'm like, if I don't get myself a good schedule and say, right, I've got to be back for this time to do this job and that job, then my whole head's all over the place. And that knocks my mood. If I'm
Yeah.
not, you know, it really does. It knocks you crazy. So I've got to be quite focused.
Yeah,
Which
when
is
this
good.
virus first happened and we all got sent home, a lot of us were like, yay, free vacation. But then as the weeks went by, we started to think, okay, how am I going to fill up my days? And
Yeah,
what do I
exactly.
want to do? And, you know, a lot of my friends have been picking up new skills, whether it's a new language or a new instrument or,
Yeah,
you know,
brilliant.
whatever interests you. Like, this is the
Yeah.
opportunity now that our schedules are thrown off to figure out what are our priorities and what would be fun to do. And it's great to just have a new perspective on life for this time, you know, in history.
It's brilliant. And I've noticed, it's funny you say that about people that are learning new skills like instruments. I probably mentioned it the last time I was on here. I thought it was amazing that there's a company that's opened up and they're hiring out musical instruments and they deliver them as well, which is great. So there's so many people learning to play all these instruments because they've been on their own. The neighbours next door will be going, oh no, what's the noise? It's too much. But you know, at least they're having fun.
Yeah.
It's better than actually just watching TV and vegetating and doing nothing.
Yeah.
That
Because,
must
like,
be awful just to do that.
yeah, you watch TV all the time, it just puts you in a bad headspace, I feel like.
It does, yeah. Unless there's something that you can learn from them, you know, like I'm watching the Trump one just now on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called, but I've only watched the first episode. It's about the making of Trump Tower. And it's all about Trump.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to watch that and I thought this is quite interesting, although I fell asleep. so I couldn't be that impressive, but but I think, well, I'll just put that on good background noise, but I thought at least it was something that I could learn about,
Yeah.
which is
Have
quite
you
good.
seen Becoming on Netflix, which is Michelle Obama's film?
No, but that would be great.
Oh,
Becoming.
it's, yeah, very
Is it?
inspiring. You learn a lot about what it was like to be her in the White House and how she dealt
Yeah.
with it. You know, plenty of moments for good tears as well. So if you want to get
Right.
some emotions about it,
Fabulous. Good. I'll take you up on your offer of that, definitely, because I'm always looking for some good recommendations. Definitely. And who inspires you?
so many people inspire me. That's such a hard question. I guess it depends in what area of life. You know, I have
Yeah.
inspirations for acting and writing, but then I have some for just being a good human being. Like I think Michelle
Yes.
Obama, a huge inspiration
Yes.
for me.
I love
Good,
her. I really do. Yeah.
yeah. You know, I
Good.
I love all of the young people that are getting involved in the United Nations right now. They
Yeah.
really inspire me that they're using their voices and their perspective and letting the whole world know, even though they're still young. And
Yeah.
other people say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Wait a couple years." But they speak very eloquently. You know,
Yes.
they've done all the research. They come from personal experience,
Yeah.
and they use their emotions in a way that is easy to understand and listen to and relate to.
Yeah.
So those people really inspire me.
Yeah, definitely.